How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxing Live here, covering the Deontay Wilder fight versus Chris Arreola. And I could tell you this, boy, Deontay Wilder is probably one of the greatest heavyweights since Lennox Lewis. What he's displayed in the ring against Chris Arreola, I was very impressed. His jab is something to believe. I mean, Vladimir Klitschko has a tremendous jab, absolutely, no doubt about it, yeah. But the weapons Deontay Wilder exhibits, also the entertainment value, I got to put him up there with one of the best heavyweights since Lennox Lewis. His jab, left hook to the body, Arreola, right hand, the way he spins off the ring, spins off the ropes very quickly, and I think the reason behind bringing Arreola into the fight is because of the Povetkin's kind of style that he trained for. But Arreola is not no Povetkin, yes we know, but he's kind of same size, kind of short. I think maybe Povetkin's a bit shorter, hands up, wide, coming forward. And I think that's why the meaning for him coming in. And this is what Wilder would have did to Povetkin. It would have did the same thing. It would have worked the jab, worked the jab to the head, worked the left hook to the body, and right hands and move back. And the way he can spin off the ropes, he would have leaned on Povetkin, leaned on him all over. Povetkin's a smaller opponent. You can look at the fight and you see the way he was leaning. This is what he would have did against Povetkin. If that fight happens, I hope it does. I hope the one to Wilder happens in America, not Russia. And let's get that fight on. But for me, I've got the one Deontay Wilder, one of the greatest fighters heavyweight in the heavyweight division since Lennox Lewis, and his stock goes up for me. I can't speak for all the other channels on the YTBC. Definitely a great performance, Deontay Wilder, man. I was so impressed with his jab. It looked like a heavier version of Mark Breland in the ring. As Deontay Wilder, I'm in round 7 now, watching Deontay Wilder clown Arreola as Arreola was working to the body. Deontay Wilder's having fun. Jack Reese, the referee, saying, "Yeah, let it work." Jack Reese having fun. Deontay Wilder's putting on a show for people in Alabama, man. Whoa, what a right! And as I'm watching it real time, Deontay Wilder's jab, it's just listen, he's got the most devastating jab in boxing today. Even if you look back some of the other heavyweights, Lennox Lewis, man, what a tremendous jab he has, man. What a tremendous, and he really puts conviction. Now we talk about the comparisons to when he goes against Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, if them fights were ever to materialize. I'm telling you, or David Haye gonna be harder, but I tell you what, the way his jab is really quick and thundering. You're not going to live with that. Joshua, the rest of the guys, not going to live with that. You know, Joshua has to get close, and maybe Joshua can try it. If you can kind of get rid of Deontay Wilder's jab, which is hard enough as it is, as he's got a reach, and he's got very good oh my days. Oh! That's the end of round 7. Deontay Wilder reels off a freaking 6-punch combination. If you can take away his jab, then you got a chance to win. But then you have to deal with the fit speed, the way he can evade shots by just using his feet, and he can just lean back and lean on you. David Haye's talking right now. Let me hear what he has to say.
Looking at Wilder's right hand, right arm. It looks like he's got some damage on it from something.
Yeah,
like kind of
that's right.
Motorcycle accident, like he's come off his bike and
he scraped his arm. Yeah,
because he's not letting his right hand go like he normally does.
That's what I'm seeing.
And he's sort of exclusively using the jab and left hook. Very, very sparingly using his right hand. And he's not really letting Arreola get into the fight. But Wilder hasn't really grabbed it. I believe he could take Arreola out at any stage, but I don't believe his right hand, for whatever reason, is like it should be. So this fight is going into the later stages of the fight.
Good point. It's a good point by David Haye right there. Yeah. Also, Wilder look like he's grazing on the side of his elbow. Jack Reese is in the corner talking to Wilder about trying to keep the punches up. Yeah, Wilder's a tall man, you know, in the corner, but I don't think it's anything. I think he's just trying to tell Wilder to keep an eye on. Also, this is on PVC, free TV. This is not on Showtime, not on HBO either. They don't really out him and them really go HBO. Wilder and Arreola's eyes looks like it's nearly shut. It's like completely like 80% shut on what side is it? It's really pretty bad, man, on his left hand side, and that's the punching of Deontay Wilder's jabs. Arreola's a very brave man, you know. I gotta give him big props coming forward after the fight. he said that he didn't expect Wilder's jab to be that good, and he said that he gives him props. He's a great fighter and he deserves to win. The critics will come out and create. It doesn't matter. Wilder is a problem. He's a very problem, and he's a credible guy, credible champion, and now they're gonna have to see him. I forgot about Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz has a tremendous jab as well and great combinations. That'll be a very exciting fight. You know, it's a kind of fight that will get Deontay Wilder up, and these are the fights they want to see. Maybe we see if Povetkin wants to fight. Why don't Povetkin come back? If you can come back, fight Luis Ortiz. I'd love to see that fight. Tyson Fury has to fight Vladimir Klitschko. We have to see. I think Tyson Fury is probably going to retain his belt, and then the bidding wars begin, in my opinion, between Showtime and HBO, bidding for the unified champion, which is Tyson Fury. If he gets through, hopefully he does. If Vladimir wins, yeah, more power to him as well for coming back and reclaiming his belt. If he does, I don't think there's anything else for him to prove, and the belts will be vacated, and everyone will get a chance to hold a belt. Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker and what's it, Pulev, Kubik Pulev, them sort of guys, yeah, they're the sort of guys on Andy Joshua's range. Oh, this is a beautiful performance by Wilder, man. Got a left hook to the body. You know, when I see that jab, yeah, and left hook to the body, remind me of Hearns. But you see the thing is, yeah, I watched Mark Breland's career, and Mark Breland used to use his Vitage. Mark Breland's one of the best amateurs ever, like 100, I think it's 106 with only one loss in the amateurs, a gold medalist, yeah. And I swear down, when he's a heavyweight, he was a champion as well, welterweight champion. He was tremendous using his range, and he's basically all the stuff that with Wilder is starting to kick in. Wilder using his distance, and how what I'd love to see from Wilder is one of them beautiful uppercuts, but he doesn't do big uppercuts game. He doesn't do his short ones. Arreola's eye is starting to bleed now on the right hand side now, so his left hand eye is 80% shut, and now the right hand eye is starting to bleed on the side as well. And Arreola, he's a brave guy, he's coming forward, but he's really just taking a nice clubbing as Jack Reese looks on. We're in round 8, EJ Boxing live here, covering the Arreola fight against Deontay Wilder, real time watching it, yeah. I tell you what, Wilder's jab is something, like I said, since Lennox Lewis, definitely. And you know what, we have to see what this guy does. I can't wait to see him again. He's so excited. He's an exciting fighter, very good for the heavyweight division. And I tell you what, man, this performance, what Arreola doing pretty good, you know. Does his stock go up or rise? I think people probably looking at Arreola as a journeyman. Arreola said that he wants to fight Molina. I think his corner's probably going to call him out. I think they're going to signal to Jack Reese that the fight's going to be stopped. I think the fight needs. I think they're calling the referee over. So he's calling Jack. Let me hear. Yeah, there you go.
A painful night.
They're saying to stop the fight.
We can see that, but psychologically as well, because he's just been taunted so often by Deontay.
Jack Reese goes over to the advisors.
Telling everybody that this one is over.
There you go. It's over, man.
Wilder celebrates another stoppage win because Arreola retired on his stool.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Arreola retired on the stool. His cornerman actually retired. Arreola probably wasn't still continue fighting.
Done a good job there because he was just getting badly beaten up. And I said it in the last round, Jimmy, it was getting painful to watch at times.
Yeah, it wasn't in the fight at any time.
And another thing as well, yeah, what I put out on Deontay Wilder's glove, he's got float, blood, butterfly, sting like a bee in recognizing Muhammad Ali. Obviously passed away some months ago, and he came in very classy of Deontay Wilder, respecting Muhammad Ali, or what he stand for, and his gloves and his robe and his shorts had Muhammad Ali on it, and that's great, you know. He got
congratulations defending your title in front of your hometown fans.
On Fox,
That you would like to say to them?
PBC on Fox.
Out in the 4th or 5th round. Why did you let him hang around as long as you did?
Oh man, I had to, as you can see, I got my Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
That's right.
Real Muhammad Ali. But I wanted to give you guys a knockout, but I broke my hand and I tore my muscle in my right hand, so I couldn't show it because Chris is a tough man, so I had to fight like a champion do, man, and use my jab all night.
Yeah.
Play a great jab and a great show, like I said, flown like a butterfly.
That's what he did, man. That's what the jab was really good.
Next up, you'd like to unify the division. Do you want Anthony Joshua up next, or do you want to wait for the winner?
It tore a muscle, man. Oh. The damage, man.
Man, I want my goal is to unify the division. I'm one of the baddest, one of the hard hitters.
Yeah.
Hitting heavyweights in the business. Right here from Alabama, baby. And I done came a long way. So whoever got those belts, that's who I want. As you can see, it don't matter what, it don't matter if I got a broke hand, got a poor muscle, whatever, I'm still gonna fight because that's what champions do. So, with that being said, I don't play boxing, no matter what. So, of course I want the Furies, of course I want the Joshuas, but the question is, do they want me?
So Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Suspected broken hand to overcome the
I suspected.
Arreola.
What do you mean suspected? If he said it, man.
What to make of it?
I mean, suspected. Ed, what are you talking about?
And Alexander Povetkin's of the world, he needs to have 2 arms to beat those guys.
Anyway, he said he pulled a muscle.
The elite isn't enough. It's enough against an Arreola on short notice. Arreola on his best day couldn't deal with Wilder with 1 arm.
David Hayes got a black eye, by the way. I think they put a lot of makeup on his eye.
His arm fixed pretty
He was at the Bellator
a broken hand
in the O2 early run before this.
to heal properly. Same thing with a torn muscle in his arm. So he needs to focus on his rehabilitation. And if he's looking at these big fights, but there's an opportunity possibly for him to fight Alexander Povetkin, who's his mandatory once this.
There's a lawsuit between.
There's a lawsuit going on. I don't know the ins and outs of that, but he could actually have to face his mandatory, so he'll need to be in full fitness for that one, because his performance tonight against an Alexander Povetkin, it would have been enough.
I think it would have been. I think it would have been.
From the first bell this evening.
Yeah, really. For sure. He came out and well established his jab, completely dominated the fight. Every time he threw a right hand, it buzzed. Arreola, you can see him, his head's just bouncing all over the shop, and Wilder's in complete control. He's got the long range.
We thought it might be over here in the 4th round, which could have been when he hurt the hand.
You know, the thing is, when I watch, I know David Hayes talking and Ed Robertson there. I was talking about David Hayes. He was at Bellator earlier on. I was in London, and then after that he went straight to Sky Studios. When I watch Wilder is getting more confident and believing in himself more, as you see him in the corner, round 7, dancing and playing in the corner. And a confident man is a dangerous man. An undefeated guy, starting to believe himself. He's getting better as as being heavyweight champion. His confidence is raised, and I think when them fights actually happen, he'll be ready for it, no doubt about it. Let me hear what they have to say some more.
Save someone from themselves sometimes, and you can see him there, go back to corner, shaking his head. He knew he had nothing left. He had 1 eye. When he had 2 eyes, he had no chance. Now he's got 1 eye. He can't see things coming from the left side. He's gonna definitely get knocked out, and it would have been nice to see Arreola, after putting on such a sort of gallant performance, get stretched out of there. So the referee did the right thing, calling a halt to the fight and potentially saving Arreola from some unnecessary damage.
Going back to that hand injury, he had surgery on it in 2009. He broke it again against Birmingham. Yeah. Is that a worry going forward for him?
It is. When you're breaking your hand, I've had that in my career. I broke my hand a couple of times against Jacob Fragomeni and again against Nikolai Valuev, and it takes about 4 or 5 months before you can punch with any real confidence. And fighting the guys that Wilder's talking about, he's going to need to have 100% confidence to let his hand go.
I'm not too sure about that.
When you're fighting the elite fighters, you may only get one.
The thing is,
opportunity to land your knockout punch.
He can just beat you with the jab alone. He's just the fact that he loves throwing his right hand.
Arreola has 0 reflexes, but when you step up in levels, Wilder really needs to.
There's not much levels higher than what you're seeing. They're all the same.
His hand,
really, David here.
Can be.
In my opinion.
Well, the heavyweight division has never been more interesting. After the break, we turn our attention to Berlin, and the second of our...
No. We're not watching no Alpha Abrahams. No. Anyways, where was I now? If we're talking about levels, he is the epitome of levels, the heavyweight champion, and they have to deal with him more or less than he has to deal with them. I mean, they have to get past his jab. His right hand is there. If his right hand was injured, he would still dangerous enough still to hurt. He's got hooks, he's got uppercuts. The left hook to the body is a beautiful one. Man with the hands, where he jab and throw a left hook to the body, and it was beautiful. That I think that's the sort of thing he'll do perfecting. And if people don't factor in, you know, he's intimidating, man. It's an intimidating thing seeing someone with that reach and size over you. They can drop it on you. I think it's Don Charles calling me about the thing. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Welcome back. I was just talking to Don Charles. I was supposed to go to the York Hall to see what's his name again? It was Tom Little versus Dominic. Can't remember his last name. Anyway, it was a heavyweight fight for the Southern Area title. It was supposed to happen in York Hall today, and basically Don just let me know that it's not happening. Cancellations due to too many fighters cancelling. The show had to be postponed, and I think in 3 weeks time or something like that, the show will be back on. So that's what he called me for. So that was the phone call. Back to Deontay Wilder. Like I said, the best heavyweight since Lennox Lewis. Excellent jab. I was thinking to myself, if Manuel Stewart was alive, he would have been great for him to work with Deontay Wilder, but he doesn't need that. Mark Breland is excellent. Mark Breland is one excellent. And he's not one of the fanfare people really come off their mind and think about a tall guy. And actually, people just think about Tommy Hearns. But second to him is Mark Breland. Mark Breland is excellent. Go check out his video library on YouTube. Mark Breland is excellent. Check out one of the best forms I've seen from him against Lloyd Hunnigan, who I rate the ragamuffin. Check that fight there, Lloyd Hunnigan versus Mark Breland, and you see what I'm talking about, and you see the similarities what Mark Breland is doing with Deontay Wilder on that style. But I'm telling you, man, Deontay Wilder, like I said, they have to adjust to him, not necessarily he has to adjust to them. And what you have to deal with, the factor in is his foot speed. You know, we're able to evade punches. He didn't take no punches, hardly any punches, damaging punches in this fight, you know, and you have to factor that in, that you're going to be taking a lot of punches from his reach and power, and most heavyweights not take it. As you saw, Arreola broke down. Maybe Arreola, people could say, oh, he wasn't that good, you know, Frank. Well, Arreola said in his own thing, I couldn't do what I wanted to do, and that's what Deontay Wilder is getting good at, using the spacing. He said, Arreola said, using spacing. As you move in, he moves back, and he's still hitting you at the same time. You know, Ali was very good at that. Lennox Lewis was very good at spacing, and when they get close, they lean on you, uppercuts. Listen, man, he's only getting better. Joshua, boy, it's gonna be a hard fight for Joshua and all the other guys. David Hay, all of them gonna have to see this guy, boy, or you have to take a knee. Simple as that. Can they get him? Yeah, but boy, he's gonna hit you first. And judging by his KO percentage, boy, showing that he's one of the hardest hitters in the heavyweight division. Joshua definitely has got 100% knockout, so he hits everyone. But Joshua, if you see, it's at the same thing like Wilder, rarely gets hit. You saw Joshua buzzed by Dillian White with a left hook. What happens to Deontay Wilder hits him with a left hook in the same fashion? You know, we never know. But like I said, in heavyweight division, one punch can change everything. But my money's on Deontay Wilder to reign supreme in the heavyweight division for a long time. Tyson Fury, he's very good. He's got a long reach. We'll see what he does against Vladimir, and then we can adjust that. But for now, Deontay Wilder's stock goes up. I'm EJ Boxing Live, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
EJ Boxing Live here. EJ Boxing Live here.
Buster Douglas knocked him out. Buster Douglas, the fat bump, the legends.
Yo, this is Chris Caban chilling with my man EJ Boxing Live, one of the hottest, dopest boxing channels on YouTube. Check him out. The boxing need some runs on the EJ Live YouTube channel.
And he was the number 10 rated contender, and he had never been knocked down. And Sonny destroyed his mouth. Thea lost most of his teeth, basically with one or two left hooks.
Oh shit, boy! What was look at kids sleeping like Manny Pacquiao? EJ Boxing Live here. EJ Boxing Live here.